Morning, all. All right, so we have 4 games tonight in the National Hockey League, which is the bare minimum to get a video all in and of its own, doing previews. So if it's 3 or less, the previews goes in with the news. But if it's 4 or more, it gets its own video. So 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, we have 1 game starting then, and that is Detroit at home against the Philadelphia Flyers. This is the second of 3 meetings on December 16th. Philadelphia won 1-0. These teams will meet again on January the 25th. Philadelphia is 18-11-3 overall. Their last 10 games, they're 7-1-2. They lost last night against Nashville, of course. Their power play at a sad number, 11%. Just not very good to bad, depending on the night. 86% on the penalty kill, so the penalty kill's been very good. Tippett's been good, 11 goals, 9 assists, 20 points for him. And Sanheim on the defensive side of things, quite good, 4 goals, 18 assists for 22 points. On the Detroit side, they're 15-13-4 overall. They're 3-6-1 over their last 10. 22% on the power play, 78% on the penalty kill. Patrick Kane, offensively, the numbers are there. 8 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. And on the blue line, you have Sider with 5 goals, 14 assists, 19 points. Then at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, the second game gets started, which is the Rangers hosting the Edmonton Oilers. This is the second and final meeting on October 26th. New York went into Edmonton and won 3-0. So the Oilers are 14-15-1. They're coming off of a win last night against New Jersey. They're 7-3 in their last 10. And they've been streaky all season. So we'll see if last night's the start of another winning streak. 27% on the power play, 78% on the penalty kill. Draisaitl, 14 goals, 21 assists, 35 points. Anybody else who's over a point per game, in most cases we'd say is having a good season, but for Draisaitl, 35 points in 30 games is a little below his usual output. Bouchard, on the other hand, he's above a point per game as well, which is great for him. 8 goals, 24 assists, 32 points. On the New York Rangers side, they're 22-7-1 overall. They're 7-3 in their last 10. 31% on the power play, 85% on the penalty kill. Still, the special teams for the Rangers, quite the story this season. Vinny Trocheck, 8 goals, 20 assists, 28 points for him. And Gustafsson, 3 goals, 16 assists, 19 points for Gustafsson. Very productive first third of the season for him with the New York Rangers. Then at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, we got the Boston Bruins in against the Winnipeg Jets. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Boston on January the 22nd. For Boston, they're 19-5-6, I should say, overall. 5-2-3 in their last 10. 24% on the power play, 88% on the penalty kill. That's pretty elite. Special teams, Marchand, 13 goals, 14 assists, 27 points for him thus far this season. And Lindholm, you expect more from Lindholm than a goal and 6 assists at this part of the season. I'm not saying he's playing badly, but offensively, you would have expected more. On the Winnipeg side, they're 19-9-3 overall. They're 7-2-1 over their last 10. 17% on the power play, 74% on the penalty kill. So both of those numbers need to come up. Gabe Vilardi has been quite the story for Winnipeg recently. 13 games, 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points. So he's at a point per game. Morrissey, 5 goals, 23 assists, 28 points. Another solid season for him. And so, yeah, that should be a fun one. I'm wearing Boston because why not? 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. The Montreal Canadiens in against the Chicago Blackhawks. This is the second and final meeting. On October the 14th, Montreal won this matchup at home 3-2. For Montreal, they're 14-13-5. They're coming off of an overtime loss in Minnesota, but considering the record against Minnesota in recent seasons, that's pretty good. 4-3-3 in their last 10 games to get to 14-13-5. 18% on the power play, 73% on the penalty kill. Slavkovsky, he got off the schneid last night. He now has 3 goals to go with 7 assists for 10 points. And on the blue line, you have Matheson with 5 goals, 18 assists, 23 points. On the Chicago side of things, they are 10-20-1 so far this season. They are 3-6-1 over their last 10 games. 12% on the power play. It's not great. Hasn't been great. Eventually, it'll get there, you would think. 74% on the penalty kill. Having Korchinski back in the lineup, getting him up to speed, and just having Bedard out on a first unit. Eventually, it's got to click at a better rate than 12%. Bedard's got 12 goals, 16 assists, 28 points. He is staying close to that point per game mark right now, and good on him. Zaitsev, 15 games, 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. When he's been in the lineup, I think he's been a good veteran for the Chicago Blackhawks. And of course, I believe this is the final year of that contract as well, so he may end up being on the move in the new year. We're in the roster freeze now, so nobody's going anywhere. But let me know your picks in the comment section below, as always, for tonight's games. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. The channel just crossed 302,000 subscribers this morning, so it's a Christmas miracle. Thank you guys so much again. I'll talk to you guys soon enough.